Morning, everybody. Last week I put up a video about my whys of why I wanted to do what I'm doing. And today I thought I would get that started. And I think I'm going to start at the beginning. I think it would just be easier to share the progression of where I have found to source my synthetic hair. And there'll be some human hair too. It's just easier for my brain and hopefully for everybody else. So, like a lot of people, I've been losing hair for a lot of years. I had a surgery in August of 23, and then I had another surgery in September of 24. The first one, I lost a lot of hair. The second one, any progress that I had made with any of it coming back, it killed it. And no matter what I was doing, no matter what I was trying, it just wasn't coming back. So I knew that I had to make a decision. So I decided that I was going to make an appointment and go sit down with a lady at a shop that's like a town over from where I live, and she sells wigs. And I wanted to do it that way because I'd been looking at them online. I'd bought a few from Amazon. Yeah, I know. I'd bought a few from, I think, Temu and a few other places, mostly just to try them to see what they were like. And while some of them were okay, I had no idea what I was getting into. I didn't know how to style them. I didn't know how to, I didn't have a clue. So I felt for me, if I was going to make this jump into wearing wigs full time, that I really needed to talk to somebody that could answer my questions and take care of all of that stuff. And I have to say that she did answer a lot of my questions. She did, she was patient with me. I was probably there for a good hour and a half. My husband came with, all of that. What I walked out of there with was a little bit of knowledge and a really expensive wig that I had no idea what it was. I had, I don't know that all shops do this, but this shop at least, the wigs didn't have a tag in them. If they did have a tag in it, it was just a color tag. So didn't know if they were John Renault. I didn't know if they were Beltress. I didn't know if they were some knockoff. I didn't have a clue. And the wig itself wasn't bad. It was a heat-friendly synthetic. Knowing what I know now, I would never have bought that wig. But at the time, it made me feel a little bit better about the hair that I didn't have. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I walked out of there with some shampoo and some conditioner and some knowledge on how to wash it and how to care for it. And I also walked out of there with 2 more styles of wigs that I liked written on a piece of paper, yet I had no name and I had no color on those either. So I liked the wig enough that I went back a couple weeks later and I bought a second wig from her. And I liked that one enough too, but then I thought, gosh, I wonder, knowing what I know now, seeing what I've seen, there's got to be a better option out there. And that's what started me looking at other things. I'm not saying that a brick and mortar store where you can go in and try all these wigs and you have a consultation is a bad thing, because there's really, I don't think it is. But I think it's also kind of a buyer beware. And I think that if you're going to do that, it would have helped me to have who the wig was, who it was by, and what the colors were. I think it's that simple. I know why they don't do it. I'm fully aware that if they were to have given me the names of the wigs and whatnot, that I probably could have found them cheaper and wouldn't have gone back. But you know what? Because they didn't give me the names of the wigs and all of that information, I didn't go back because I was able to find them myself from other places. That brings me to these online companies. I think I'm going to touch on that one in a separate one. There's not a lot more to tell you about brick and mortar stores, and they're not bad. They're not bad. I know Shaquille has some, and I think maybe they probably tell you what you're buying there, and that to me is ideal. you need to know, you just need to know those basics. But invaluable trying on different styles. It was invaluable trying on different colors. It was invaluable having her talk me through how to put a wig on, how to take a wig off, how to wash it, how to store it, how to care for it. There was never any talk of how long they last. There was never any talk of things you might be able to do to change the style of a wig. I mean, she did tell me I could use heat on the one because it was heat friendly. And she did kind of give me a temperature. Sorry, I got a fiber in my face. And then she tried to sell me a tool, and I cannot remember which one. It's the hot comb. It's out. They're not making it anymore. I don't remember if it was Renee of Paris. I really honestly don't. I do know I have a knockoff one, and at some point I will show that to you. But yeah, I mean, for me, that's how I started, and I've come a long way since then. So hopefully I can share some more resources with you in separate videos. All right, guys, if you have any questions that I didn't touch on about brick and mortar, it really is that simple. It's there's not a lot to it. So, but yeah, give me a comment, let me know. And the next one I do will be on my online boutiques that I found, because that's my next step. So have a good day, guys. Talk to you later.